Let me answer some question which we have received from different links like email, Facebook, and many more. Our first question is, how science and spirituality are correlated? Can you give some insight on this? Thank you. The way we presume or the way we accept the thing, the way we believe the thing to be, in reality there are lots of things that do not happen to be. First point, we have to understand very nicely to these things, because without understanding these things we are always in the dilemma. We are always in the cloud, in the darkness of all this truth, because all this, what is the relation between science and spirituality? This neither science bother nor spirituality bothers. Both of them have no any intention to make any correlation, or they do not want to be correlated, or they do not want to have any relation, or they just happening in their own perspective. But our mind, which is so much cunning and which is so much logical, that always asks such question: what may be the relation between science and spirituality? What may be the relation between science and politics? What may be the relation between spirituality and success? We always just try to think in such a way. Our mind used to think in such a way. But so in truth, the way we think, there is no any relation between science and spirituality. But to this fact, there is another fact too. There is another truth, another side of truth, that spirituality, the very phenomena of spirituality, are scientific. We have to understand. But there are two types of science, or two types. One is philosophical, or the science which cannot be proved in laboratory, but which can be felt, which can be lived, or which can be just be true, or which we can perceive, but we cannot prove that in laboratory. That's first science. And second science is, that is a core science which is directly proven to the laboratory. In different frame of reference, we can prove a different phenomena. Like we can prove gravity. We can just 9.8. We can do that. We can many more. We can prove the speed of light. We can prove the speed of sound. But we cannot prove the 11th dimension. We cannot prove the black hole. We cannot prove the dark matter. We cannot prove the dark, many more. Wormhole, black hole, dark matter, 11th dimension, string theories, string. We cannot prove in laboratory. But we can imagine that, we can be through that. There are such circumstances which make us bound to believe that all these things are. There is other proof, but not laboratory proof. Like that, spirituality is also same. The very phenomena we are talking in spirituality, the enlightenment, the showering of bliss, the reincarnation, the ecstasy, the inner journey, being yourself, soul, meditation, much more. All these things, they cannot be proven in laboratory, but if you go through this process, some process, then it's sure you will be through that, you will live it. So in this sense we can say that spiritual phenomena are also happening, and if something happens, if we can feel that, if we can live that, then that is science. That is not belief, that is science. That is not superstition, that is fact, that is truth, that is reality. And spirituality is also a reality. Only the question is, we cannot prove it in laboratory. And another fact, that why we cannot do all these things, because spiritual phenomena are beyond minds. There is a saying, when the mind ends, there starts spirituality. So the thing which is beyond mind cannot be proven by mind. That's why it is impossible to prove. But if someday some techniques may develop that we can have something proved, we can prove something by our inner consciousness, by our soul or super consciousness, then at a stage. But that is so far from now. That seems so far from now, because it's almost impossible to have such technology. We can have far better technology than today's, but we can have more advanced. But there is a limit of advancement, how much we can go up. After that, there is the end. And when that advancement ends, only the science of spirituality starts. That's why, regarding your question, what is the relation between spirituality and science, there is so not such relation, but spiritual phenomena happens in a scientific way, means we can live it. My only suggestion is, go through the spiritual phenomena, meditate and live it. That's it. All these questions have no meaning at all. Second question, do you believe in reincarnation? If so, do you have any experience of it? Please bother to answer. Reincarnation. At first we have to understand what is this. Reincarnation means to have a life after death, to get reborn after death, after the clinical death of this physical body of one life. When your soul gets detached from your life, again your soul attached to your life, that is called reincarnation. And question is, do you believe in reincarnation? I do not believe in reincarnation, because I am living reincarnation. All this life of this, today's my all this life are about reincarnation. I can live, I can feel it, I am living it. How can I say, do you believe? It is not far from me. It is also not far from you. Just have a close gesture to yourself, close look to yourself, you will find this very life. Look, what is the proof? I will tell you. This very life, where if you just look back to yourself, or if you just go close to yourself, if you feel yourself, most of the time we have no time to feel ourselves. We may be talking about logic, we may be giving logic, much more logic, regarding all these reincarnations, all these spiritual phenomena or life after death or many more. But we are, nevertheless, we are not trying to feel our life, live our life. We are not bothering to do that. So this question arises. The main reason of the question is you are not in your life. If you are living your life, there will be no question that do you believe in reincarnation or not. Because the one who is living yourself the life, you do not need to believe. If someone asks you, do you believe in breathing? What you will say? Do you believe in the beating of heart? What do you say? Believe? Oh dear, I do not believe because I am living. Same to this, because if you look back to your life, or if you see closely to yourself, then there are lots of symbols, like there are much more intuition, there are much more inner knowledge, there are much more inner insight than you have learned in this life. What do you think? Where did it come from? You may think that may be produced from mind, but not. Intuition, insight is not the product of mind. It is yours product. It's the product of soul. The thing which you never experience, how you can feel that, how you can live that, how you can see that. These are the proofs that is due to your before life. All these symbols around you, which are not the product of mind, they are the continuation of your soul. They are the continuation, experience, incident in your soul. So if you meditate, if you go in the trance state, then lots of things happen to you, which are out of your mind. Your mind even can't believe what they are. They cannot even analyze. You have never understood, or you have never studied that thing, but you know them. You know, you can answer them. How it is possible? It is possible because your soul is not only old of these some 20, 50, 30, 100 years. It's been through many lives, thousands of lives. So our soul is a composer of thousands of experience. If you go through yourself, then you can feel these things. You can feel yourself a aged people, a mature one. on your early age. That's what enlightened people feel. When they get enlightened, they feel themselves mature. Because all the experience of the soul comes so much delightfully, comes so much brushed, they outburst so much vividly that you feel you have experienced everything. You have experienced everything which you ever do not have thought, which you ever do not have thought about, but you gonna get the experience. You're gonna get the experience of 80 years when you are 20. You're gonna get the experience of being married when you are a little baby. You're gonna get the experience of many more, which you even do not think to have done. So how this comes from? These things comes from because due to the continuation of your soul, yourself. So that is the proof of experience. And my belief, that's why I do not believe in reincarnation. I am living reincarnation. I am living the experience through which I have been seeking the truth. That experience do not only come from this very life, but from the life many more. My life is a continuation, not my. All of our life is the continuation. We are in a continuous journey towards that apex, towards that ultimate apex, that enlightenment, that nirvana, that moksha. We are in that journey. And all these things are the proof of incarnation, reincarnation. And these are the very experience. Again, I suggest questioning is, all these questions may have some significance, but they have very less significance rather than trying yourself. My suggestion is just be close to yourself. Just try to feel yourself. Just be witness to yourself. That very moment you will feel you are not the product of this very life. You are the product of many hundreds of lives. You can feel easily that there is no such much more fuss in this. That's easy because it's within you. You do not need to source anything. Just be yourself. Feel yourself. You will get yourself the proof of reincarnation. Thank you.